What's up, everybody? We are back, especially, we've been gone for a little bit, as everybody already knows. This is Fatherhood Unscripted. I am DJ here with my co host, Alec. And yeah, we've
So,
been gone for a little bit. We're following up this episode. We just did a collab with Nashville Dads, and that was super fun. That was a great way to get back into the game,
mhm,
get back into this. So yeah, we're excited to be back with you guys.
100%. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a hiatus. We're about 4 weeks behind at this point. We had a lot going on. We had Easter. You were on a trip. I've been pretty busy helping out with the church, and so we've been a little busy. But life gets in the way sometimes. But it's okay. We've been doing good things. It's not like we've been doing nothing. But we are back, better than ever. And like DJ said, the Nashville Dad collab was awesome. And by the time you hear this episode, it will be out. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you guys are checking out the Nashville Dads. And if you are from the Nashville Dads followers, welcome to Fatherhood Unscripted.
Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're excited to have you guys along with our followers as well. Yeah, like Alex said, we just been gone for a little bit, busy with life, and we're excited to be back in the swing of things. And yeah, we just we got to see each other. As many of you know, we live a state. We live next to each other, just in two different states, Nevada and California. And yes, it is pronounced Nevada for those who live.
It's not Nevada.
It's not Nevada. So if anybody from Nashville says Nevada, well, I'm just here to help you. Okay, I'm here to educate you. I'm not here to say that you're wrong. Ish. I come with grace. Anyways, Nevada. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Yeah. So, but we got to see each other, and that was good. As many of you know, or maybe you don't know, Alec and I have been best friends forever. So friends. Like it's been a long time. It's crazy when you start thinking about it.
I'll be 33
like
this year, and we met when I was 11, so we're going on 20 years,
20
21
plus.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
20 plus years. It's crazy, and we've done a lot of life together. So we get to see each other, even if it's for a day or two. It's always a great time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, updates. Any updates for
I'm
me?
bald.
I'm trying
I
to
got no
think.
hair.
Yeah, if you are watching our video, Alec has come to terms with getting old.
I submitted.
He submitted to it. Some of us still have yet to cross into admitting defeat to old age. No, we're not that old, but we're getting to the point where you start making some changes because you are getting older.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those changes that Alec has made is shaving his head. Not completely bald, as you can see, but it is down to a 1. Is that a 1?
It's enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So, but he's still got his beard, an amazing beard. So that's
Yeah.
I always tell people that's the one thing that I have going for me. If I ever have to go bald, I still got my beard, and hopefully this thing stays as full as it is. Because other than that, I actually let me take my hat off. I mean, I have a receding hairline.
You still have way more hair than I
And the
had.
hair is thinning. Yeah, and the hair is thinning up top. So I probably got a few more years.
Mine wasn't even that
I'll just
thick.
put this hat back on.
It was time. I'm just transitioning into my next future as a metal singer is what it is. That's the look I'm going for. Or Kratos, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, well, I was about to say, speaking of Kratos and gaining muscle there, Alec is currently on the, if you've ever heard of the 75, what is it called? 75-day challenge?
75 hard.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
Share a little bit about that.
Well, if you haven't heard of it, it's two workouts a day, 45 minutes each. One has to be outside. Um, you have to take a progress picture every day. Yoda best. um, you have to read 10 pages of a book, nonfiction. So I'm reading, it's called The Men We Need right now. It's by Brant Hansen. It's really good if you guys want to check it out. Um, you have to drink a gallon of water a day. And I feel like you stick to a diet. So I am doing hardcore keto. I thought about doing carnivore, but there's like certain things you need with carnivore. Like, I'm not going to eat liver. I can't do it. I know there's pills, but like, I wasn't ready by the time I was going to start everything. So maybe if I do this again, we won't. But I'm on it's day 4, and I've been getting up at 4:45, doing a workout inside, and then I'll either take the dog on a long walk, or I'll go get the kids. Or on Monday we went for a hike for an hour, and yeah, it's been good. I feel really good. I've been waking up earlier, and like I'll be awake more throughout the day. And then, as some of you know who listen, recently I've come back to Christ and God and faith and everything. So getting up, and then I work out, and then I do my devotional in the morning, and then I go do everything I need to do with the family, and then usually come home and figure out stuff for the church, graphics wise, and then yeah, take my day from there, and then from there on do the second workout. So yeah, it's been fun. What about you, bud? What's new in the Clinton life? Your dog graduates school today.
Yes, yes, that is a very fun thing. And if anybody wants to or is thinking about getting their dog trained, I highly recommend it. It is an expensive investment. I don't like using expensive because kind of like has like a negative tone. Oh, expensive. It's a worthwhile investment, I will say. Definitely worth the money. Um, but like our dog graduates today, and our dog has gone through an incredible transformation. No, I am excited though. She has gone through an incredible transformation. She's gone from jumping on people and like
Wild dog, y'all.
just wild
Mm-hmm.
to now like listens to commands. She'll sit when we tell her to sit. She'll stay. She'll get on her spot. So we have a designated area where she can lay down. So if we have company over and she's being wild, we can tell her to go on her spot just to like calm down a bit. But we also give her the okay to be wild. So we kind of give her like, we're like, okay, Laura, okay. And
But
then
at
she
least
like,
now it's more controlled than it was.
yeah, yeah. This is what I mean. Like if you have kids, you know, even if you don't have a kid, like it's just a better life for the dog and better life for you. If you're gonna have an animal, a pet, this is definitely worth it. This dog training, and so yeah, I'm trying to think of what's it called. Let me, for those who are in Vegas. Oh no, actually, I think you can follow them on Instagram. This is all just for the record. This is not a sponsored thing for them, but I do want to give you the name of the. Well, I'll let Alec talk while I'm trying to find this information here.
While he looks for
I
that,
thought I had it right.
I hope all of you
Yeah.
guys have had an amazing Easter. Easter was fun this year. There was a picture that went out of me. If you guys all saw it, I do look amazing, by the way. Just gonna say, my wife keeps giving me crap about it, but the picture that was taken makes me look very slim, and I'm very happy for the picture. I will get there after the 75 days. My workout, the 75 hard, is over on, I think it was June 22nd. So it's like the day after my mom's birthday. So I'm hoping by the time we come over there for all the birthdays and everything, I'm like pretty decent looking. And then my goal, if you guys didn't know, I'm a big dude. So I'm a 380 right now. So I'm a big guy. And so my goal is to by this time next year be at least my goal weight, which is 270. So if I can lose 100 pounds next year, that'd be good.
Speaking on weight and stuff, they like I follow a few trainers and stuff like that, but things that they do say is like if you're losing a half pound to a pound a month, Like, that's really good progress. Now, of
Mhm.
course, we want to see more of like that immediate, like, oh, I gotta lose a bunch of weight now. But we have to, like, I don't know. I feel like, let me speak to the dads real quick. Let's play the long game. Let's not play like this
Yeah.
short game where we want to get the gains now. We want to get, like, what are you doing it for? So Alec and I have talked about this. Our reason why we want to, create a healthy lifestyle is to live longer for our kids. And so if that's the case, then like you can play the long game. As long as you're doing something every day to move you the needle, move you to that goal, then like kudos to you. Give yourself a pat on the back. You don't have to lose a ton of weight right away. But if you, like Alex said, like if I'm just at my goal weight in a year's time, uh, that would be great. And, you know, if let's say this, he shoots for it, doesn't quite get to that mark, he'll still be further along than he would have been if he never even had a goal in the first place. So that's also to encourage you to create those goals and create those, put things in motion is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think that's part of the 75 hard. If you guys are interested in the 75 hard, do it and give yourself 2 weeks. Don't give up in those first 2 weeks because that's when you're going to start building those habits. And for the 75 hard, especially for me, I've tried workouts in the past and they haven't worked because you do them, and you're like, all right, well, I'm tired now. Or like me and DJ used to get up super early in the morning and do these little YouTube workouts, and we only did them a few times. But it's like, who wants to get up that early? But it's about building that commitment to yourself, and also what is your reason why you're doing this. So like for me and TJ, our kids and our wives, like we want our kids to know that my dad mentally is strong. My dad works out. My dad gets up and starts his day early. My dad does this. And we don't want them to be like, well, my dad doesn't do this. My dad sucks. My dad do this. We want to build that now with them. And then also, by the way, there is a book we're reading to the kids right now called The Way of the Warrior Kid by Jocko Willink. Awesome, amazing man, Navy SEAL. If you guys follow him, go follow him. If you don't follow him, go follow him. But it's about Uncle Jack coming and helping his nephew Mark, who can't swim, he can't do pull-ups, he gets bullied all the time, and he starts training his nephew how to be a warrior kid. And it's my kids are loving this book right now. And so instilling those values into your kids now, and then they're going to see you as a father and as a man doing that. It's going to help instill those values. But back to on track, do it for a couple weeks, build those values, build those, what's the word? Not repetitions, build those, what's the word?
Habits.
Habits. There you go. Build the habits. And if you're going to try it 75 hard, give it the 75 days. Because after that 75 days, it's just going to be something you do. It's not going to be like, oh, I have to do this. It's just going to be built into you now. Yeah.
Also, also on that too, that vein of I have to start looking at it and saying I get to.
Mm-hmm.
Start look at this, okay? Nobody's promised tomorrow, period. Okay, so the fact that you woke up, the fact that you're listening to this podcast, the fact that you're probably driving or you're walking or you're running or whatever you're doing, you have another day. And so all the things that you can do in that day, you get to. You don't have to. You get to. And once you start looking at it from a place of, wow, I get another day to work out. I get another day to live, for myself and live for my kids. I get another day. I also saw this post and it changed kind of my perspective recently on like doing household chores. Nobody likes them. We can be honest with ourselves. They suck. Laundry sucks. Washing dishes suck. You can say it, okay? You don't have to pretend that you like household chores. And if you do, great. I just never met a person who likes to do that kind of stuff, especially myself, okay? Well, I saw this thing where they're like, when you start washing your dishes, and this is to speak to the parents, and if you're not a parent yet, you're listening to our podcast, it's something to put in the back of your head, and also to just have for yourself, period. But like when I'm washing dishes, I have healthy kids who are eating, who have created these dirty dishes. And when I'm doing laundry, I have healthy kids who need the clothes washed. When you start looking at it, you start becoming grateful for all the little things you have in your life, and all the big things you have in your life. Like, I'm grateful that my kids are healthy enough to create dirty dishes to where I have to wash them. And like, I don't know, it puts you in a better mood. For me, I know there's been studies done where if you just come at it from a place of gratitude, it also, like, it's psychologically proven to boost your mood.
Yeah.
So, and also, like, just start your day with, what am I grateful for? Well, I start my day with saying, what am I grateful? Oh, I'm grateful for that I woke up. That's it. You can start that with just that. I give you one free thing. After that, it's $2 a piece. But no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, yeah. Gratitude. Quick side note. Jumping back. This is hello. You have entered the ADHD world of DJ. Jumping back to the dog training. It's Lorenzo's Dog Training. Look them up. You can follow them on Instagram. I know they have a page. I follow it myself. That was a sidetrack. Again, we're not sponsored by them. I just highly recommend them because our trainer in specific, Brendan, did an amazing job. And yeah, he absolutely crushed it. The money we spent was well worth it.
Nice.
Back
Cool.
to gratitude. Alec, what do you do to stay grateful, to keep going?
Well, I think along with gratitude is a lot of dads don't give themselves either gratitude, and they also don't celebrate small wins, which I've had to learn recently. Like getting up in the morning. I get up at 4:45. Guess what? If I go back to sleep, I lost. If I get up and get out of bed, it's not even like you could be dead tired. That's fine. But get up, take those first couple steps, get a drink of water. That'll start waking you up. That's a small win. You've already started winning your day, and you're already like less than 2 minutes into the day. You get dressed. That's a win. You took a shower. That's a win. Just count these little things as a win because there's a lot of people out there that get up or just sleep in all day. They don't shower. They don't do this. They don't do this. And they're just wasting the day away. But no, recently, like, I think it's going to sound weird, but I feel like I'm going through one of the biggest changes in my life right now with doing the workouts and getting up early and like coming back and doing stuff at the church and like trying to, we talk about it all the time in this, like becoming a better dad and becoming a better band, but like actually being in it versus actually just talking about it is completely different. So one of the, I'm going way off topic, but like the book I'm reading right now, The Men We Need, talks about how we need to be back and bring those men back that are hunters, that are gatherers. We talked about that with Pastor Joe, and that take responsibility and support and what's the other word? Not defend, but keep your family safe. Whereas, like, how did everything start? The first man was Adam, right? And when he named woman, but then when Eve ate the fruit, when Adam was right with her, he turned to God and said, "What?" No, it was. I'm gonna get this wrong. I'll have to find it in the book. It was the woman you made. So he blamed God first off, and then also like blamed everything on Eve when he could have said no. So take that responsibility for yourself that we're all fighting for. Every man here has been part of that, where it's like, oh, that put the blame on someone else. Take responsibility. What's the worst that can happen? And secondly, like we talked about before, be the man and be the husband that your wife needs. But we're grateful, last night, Micah, maybe I'll put a little clip in here. We'll see. He has a VeggieTales devotional, and he ran into the room last night and just started reading it. We didn't read it to him. We didn't ask him to do it. It was kind of cool. So being grateful, seeing those changes happening and finally take place. And like every night the kids come to us. They're like, we can't go to bed yet. And I'm like, why? Why can't you go to bed? I'm tired. I want you to go to bed. Like, well, we haven't prayed yet, Dad. So seeing those changes is fulfilling and grateful for me. So it's really cool to see that happening.
Yeah. Also, we've also talked about never stop growing.
Mm-hmm.
Like do something every day. I know we talked about this at the beginning of this episode. Like just keep pushing forward. I'm gonna pull a blank. Oh, Ed Milet. Yes, that's the guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about, he like shared a story, and he was talking to this older gentleman, and this guy's like, just like told him like his 6-year-old. I think it was. I'm gonna butcher the exact details of the story, but he told Ed, he was like, cherish these moments because there'll only be 6 until they're not, and when they become 7, like they go through different stages of life, and they grow and they become different human beings as they get older. And Ed stopped for a second and then asked the older gentleman, "When did that stop for you?" And the point of it was, at some point in our lives, like I'm gonna start talking to you, men. At some point in our lives, we stopped caring and we stopped growing ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, 26 looked like 27, which looked like 28, which looked like 29, which looked like 30. And every year it just keeps looking the same. Why? Why is that? Why are we still the same? We should be striving to be the best version of ourselves and to continue to improve. And that's not just for you, that's also for those around you, especially for your immediate family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So ask yourselves, what am I doing today that's like showcasing the best side of me? And also, what am I doing today that's going to improve on that?
Yeah.
And then keep going forward. But don't let 27 look like 28. Or like in Alex and I's cases, don't let 30s look like don't let the 40s look like the 30s.
Yeah.
This next decade we should look like a better version of ourselves. Not, well, DJ hasn't changed.
Right. And that goes back to what you were talking about. Like, it's not going to be right away. Like, we started going back to church in January. It's now April. And just now, Micah is starting to pick up a Bible and be interested. So it takes time, but the benefits from to that time is going to be worth it. So the 75 hard, I'm going to get down to a weight that I haven't been since high school, hopefully. It's worth it. Take the time and give yourself gratitude. Do the small wins along the way because it's going to be worth it. Because like Jesus said, if you're 30s like we are, do you want to be old, fat, and lazy at 40 and not be able to do anything and not be able to hang out with your kids? I want to be able to hang out with my kids still. Micah makes the joke. He says, "Dad, you're not going to make it to 50. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about, dude? So I went, my camera's freaking out. There we go. But he's like, you're not going to make it to 50. He's like, that's 20 years from now. I said, I'll probably still be around. Hopefully I'll still be around at 50. So, but yeah, do you want to see your grandkids? Do you want to see your great grandkids? Do you want to be around to be remembered? Like, things take time. And I know we live in a society nowadays. Everybody wants it now. We live, it's called the Amazon society where like you can get it tomorrow. You can't have that mindset. You have to have a mindset of, I'm doing this for a purpose. And if that purpose is worthwhile and means something to me, it's worth me taking the time to do it and get it. So, yeah.
Yep. And make sure you know that why. Make sure the why is important, because if you aren't asking yourself that question, it's very easy to get into you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're doing it because you see other people doing it, or like you're comparing yourself to other people, I've had it recently where it's like you have these moments of like split, like, oh shoot, I was just comparing myself. Like I see this one dad, he plays with his kids every day in their neighborhood. Like he's just always playing with them. And then I see him always jogging around the neighborhood. Like he just seems like a super dad. And for like a brief moment, I'm like, man, am I doing something wrong? Because I started comparing myself. You
Yep.
can't do that. You don't know. All I see is what I see. He could be not a great dad, or he is what I see. But that is him being like that for his children. Like, it doesn't mean that I'm not doing my part. It doesn't mean that I'm not being the best version of myself. So do things for the right reason. What I'm saying, don't let yourself get down the rabbit hole of comparing, because like Alex said, we live in a fast-paced society where you get on social media and you see somebody's life within seconds. You have it in your back pocket at all times. And so comparing is easy because it's there, always readily available for you to pull up. And so just make sure that your why is like it's for the right reason, not the wrong reason, is what I'm trying to get at. So,
Yep, I got you. Well, we've really missed you guys, and we are really happy to be back. We got some cool stuff planned in. I'm working on getting some really cool guests on here. We are potentially going to have the National Dads back on here sooner than later. Hopefully, they're really cool guys. Justin and Devin are awesome guys. If you guys are listening, you guys are awesome. And then, follow us on Instagram. We're trying to do new things over there. We're trying to build the community still. And I know there's a lot of you newbies. Welcome again. And we are very glad to have you here. If you guys have any questions at the bottom of the podcast, you can always, there's a poll. Just like the thing, yes or no. And then shoot us a message on Instagram. I have nothing else to do. I'm not working, and I got plenty of time to answer messages. Did I tell you, DJ, the other day I had to get my glasses fixed, so I was on my way to Lens Crafters, and you know who I ran into? Everyone. I couldn't see anything. Welcome back.
Yes.
All right. Well, we will see you guys in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the last episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And yeah, love you guys. Peace.
Peace.